Yet another great training ride yesterday. A good friend of mine and I went out to Estacada, which is about a 45-minute drive from Portland, and we rode along 224 out to the Ripplebrook Ranger Station and back, which is a good ride, a very good ride, despite the fact that the first 25, 26 miles are all uphill. So when you're heading out from Estacada to Ripplebrook, you go along, and then there's this hill, and then you go along, and then there's another hill, and then you're at the ranger station. However, thanks be to all things willing, right before that first hill, there's this road called Faraday where you can go around it because it's only about 4 miles from the parked car, and at 4 miles there is no way in heck your muscles are warmed up enough to deal with the climb that is this hill, because it is not an easy climb. It's not, you know, horrendous type climb, but it's not easy. And it's long enough that you don't want to do it cold. So my friend and I ended up taking Faraday, which is out along this kind of water reservoir area. There's a dam, there's a couple of fish ladders. It's gorgeous. So you got along Faraday, and then you head back onto 224 and head out. And it's all uphill. I mean, everything is uphill because you're following the river, and, you know, water flows down. So if you're going against the stream, you're heading uphill. We got to the ranger station. Was really sad to find it closed because I needed more liquids. The whole ride, all in all, took us about 4 hours, and by the time we hit the ranger station, I was down a bottle and 3/4. Luckily, my bag had my extra bottle of orange juice, so I ended up drinking that, and while I really would have preferred to have it watered down a little bit because it was kind of thick for on the bike, it worked in a pinch. Also, I went to I went to Winco last week or the week before and bought this massive bag of fruit juice chewy gummy bears. It's kind of like what you find in those little kid snack bag things. Anyway, those were fantastic. I threw those in my trunk bag, which is an Ovara trunk bag, and I really, really like having it with me because then I can carry my jacket, my extra bottle of orange juice, whatever I want, and it's not a lot of extra weight. It's the kind of stuff that you would normally carry in your back pocket, but I'm not thrilled with having my back pocket just crammed full of stuff. So I throw my Novara bag on for longer trips, and I really enjoyed having that. Top speed along the ride, headed up to 42.2, descending the second hill, just a few miles outside of Estacada at the end, which I was thrilled with. Great. I would have gotten a little bit higher, but apparently my riding buddy, who was in front of me and weighs 20-30 pounds less than I do, because he's really teeny, didn't think he was really booking along that fast, and eventually kind of gave up and was just kind of tootling along ahead at, 40 miles an hour. He thought he was down at like 32, 35, something like that. It's a really nice descent. Smooth, you can see where you're going, it's great. Anyways, he's right in front of me and he's slowing down, and then him slowing down means that I have to slow down or hit him, or if I don't hit him, or if I don't slow down, I have to somehow manage at 40 miles an hour to look over my left-hand shoulder, because I don't have a mirror on my bike right now, see if there's any traffic coming, and if there's not, then come out into the road, pass him, and come back into the road, which would have been awesome. I would have been quite pleased with that, kind of, break his soul a little bit. But I couldn't see behind me very well, so I didn't. Also, I was not wearing my normal sunglasses. I had to go out and purchase a pair of sunglasses while we were in Estacada. Right before we left, there's a little convenience store that we stayed near, and kind of like a gas station store, and I picked up a pair of sunglasses in there, and they were really not very good. They were low over my eyes, so when I'm down, descending, I'm looking up over the top of the lens. Really not good. Air coming down, kind of teary, mostly I'm just here focusing really hard on where I'm going. However, I went out to REI and managed to replace my old sunglasses they were lost, and picked up these, which are the same sunglasses I had before. They are a pair of Peppers, and I love them because, as you can see, they cover everything. They look kind of like triathlete glasses, but down here, there's almost no gap right here, and they come up above my eyebrows, flush against here, and yet no eyelashes. I love these things. And on top of everything else, $19. Hard to beat that. So I have some pictures for the ride that I'll throw in at the end of this because I don't feel like cutting them in again. I think that was most of the important stuff. I felt really good doing this. That first hill up to the ranger station was really a pain in the neck because you've got a slow grade up and then all of a sudden right for the ranger station it bounces up to about 6 or 7%. And you know, you've been climbing slowly, kind of falls flat, some of it looks kind of uphill for the last hour and a half, 2 hours almost. So when you finally hit that last uphill, you're already kind of tired, and it took me a long time to realize we were climbing as much as we were because mostly I just thought that I was having a crappy day and going slow. Going back, I felt like a rock star. But heading out was really not very fun. I mean, it was fun, it was just, you know, not impressive. So the climb back up right before Estacada, I felt great. I was going 50% faster than I was on the climb up to the ranger station. I think that's about it. I'll throw the nice pictures at the end of this, and I'll get back to you guys again next week. Oh, the whole ride was 51 miles, and we did it in just about 4 hours. So, not gonna beat that. I spent the entire day wandering around completely starving and making my office mate think I'm crazy. That's it. Bye, guys.